Mothers are the custodians of life. They beget children that form the salt of the earth. And as Mother's Day is celebrated, most mothers in Africa and in South Sudan are suffering from their God-given duty to beget life. United Nations Population Fund now warns that as many as 2,000 mothers are dying in every 100,000 live births in South Sudan, which is currently afflicted by civil conflict.
South Sudan, even before the 15th December crisis, had one of the highest maternal mortalities in the world. It had on average at least what we call 2,000 per 100,000 live births. Of those would be dead, women who are dying due to complications of delivery. And so this is really by far one of the largest crises that we have.
For us as an organization, our focus will be on how do we improve maternal health, how do we improve the situation of the adolescent girl, how do we empower young people. Of UNFPA, Dr. Babatunde Osotaiman is very clear. He wants every woman to be protected, every woman's sexual and reproductive rights to be protected, every woman's maternal health to be protected.
Even after the signing of the peace accord on Friday, the UN is still apprehensive that gender-based violence targeting women and mothers is at its highest.
Again, in situations like this, there's an escalation of already an endemic of gender-based violence, and particular sexual violence. And so we're seeing that escalate in this situation, and therefore a need not only to respond to, and I don't want to call them victims, but unfortunate situations where women have been abused in any form, but also to look at ways in which we can prevent that.
The UN is now appealing for $25 million that will aid in providing services to both the mothers and the displaced in Africa's youngest nation.
The humanitarian crisis that has happened since December, we find that that number even makes it more difficult for women and pregnant women to access services.
The story of mothers of about 300 girls abducted from their school in northwestern Nigeria a month ago by Boko Haram terror gang is still a pain to most. U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama took to social media to call on the kidnappers to feel pity for the mothers and release the girls.
And more importantly, as the mother of 2 young daughters. Like millions of people across the globe, my husband